Hey everyone, welcome to Feed Your Body, Mind and Soul. I've just come back from my weekly grocery shopping and I actually found some interesting mushrooms. I've got oyster mushrooms, shiitake mushrooms and cut maitake mushrooms as well. So I thought I'll make a simple curried mushroom dish and serve it with some warm polenta and a side salad. Let's get started. First, cut the mushrooms into bite-sized pieces. Make sure you don't cut them too small as they will become even smaller while cooking. You can use any mushroom you want for this type of dish, but wild mixed mushrooms works the best. Chop 1 onion and mince 4 cloves of garlic. I'm actually using a mini chopper for speed and convenience, and it also stops me from crying in front of the camera. So basically I put the 4 cloves of garlic and the onion and chop them up together. Then we need to chop 2 tomatoes. Using a chopper again prevents the juices of the tomatoes running away from the chopping board. It is important that our tomatoes are ripe and juicy. So now I'm going to make the curry paste. I've got a high-speed blender with me. To the blender, I'm going to add 100 grams of fresh coconut, 4 cashew nuts, 2 tablespoons poppy seeds, and 200 ml of water. And I'm going to blend this to a fine paste and leave it in the blender. If you don't have coconut, just use 200 ml of coconut milk, which is unsweetened, and leave out the water. To a pan on high heat, add 1 tablespoon of oil. Once warm, add 1 tablespoon mustard seeds and let it splutter. Use a splatter guard if you have one, as the mustard seeds sometimes pop out of the pan. Add the chopped onion and the garlic mixture from the mini chopper and then saute for 30 seconds just to take the rawness out of it. Make sure you add 1 teaspoon of salt at this time. Now add the tomatoes with the seeds and juice. Give a good mix. Next, we need to add all the dry ingredients. Half teaspoon garam masala, 1 teaspoon turmeric, 1 tablespoon chilli powder, half a teaspoon coriander powder. If you have sambar powder from an Indian store, you can add it instead of chilli and coriander powder, and it actually makes it taste much better. As you can see, my tomatoes are juicy, but if you feel that the mixture is sticking to the bottom of the pan, add 2 tablespoons of water to deglaze the pan. Now reduce the heat, cover and cook for 3 minutes. Open the lid. Now add all the mushrooms, give a good mix, and then let it cook for about 2 minutes. Remember to add the 2nd teaspoon of salt here. It's good to season in stages as this makes the dish taste better. Chef's tip. Now add the blended paste and also wash out the blender with 200 to 300 ml of water. Cook uncovered for 2 minutes on high heat and then cover and cook for 2 minutes. Okay, so while the mushrooms are cooking, we are going to make the polenta. Heat 4 cups of water in a pan on high heat. I am using 1 cup polenta. To the water, add 2 teaspoons of salt, 1 teaspoon olive oil. And at this stage, if you want, you could add a stock cube, but that's purely optional. Now start adding the polenta little by little and stir continuously with a whisk to avoid the clumps. Be very careful as it can actually splutter. Once you have stirred in all of the polenta, cover and cook as per packet instructions. For those of you that are not familiar with polenta is nothing but ground corn flour. My mom told me that her father used to mill it when she was little. The mushrooms are now ready. Garnish with some coriander. Okay, now for the salad. Add some spinach and some greens. I'm going to use oriental mustard greens, and both the spinach and the oriental mustard greens came from my veggie pot in my garden. Then add thinly sliced onions, maybe little cucumber sticks. Season with olive oil, salt, pepper, and squeeze in some lemon juice. I have some fresh oregano, so I'm just going to add that to it as well. So with the salad, you just get imaginative. You could add tomatoes and whatever vegetable you fancy, really. Yay! It's time to plate up. So we are going to use the serving board. And then I'm going to put the polenta in the middle of the serving board. Then add the curried mushrooms to one side and the salad to the other. I'm using pak choy flowers to garnish. It's only because they've just flowered in my garden and they're perfectly edible. Well, edible flowers are a great way to garnish and they're actually very easy to grow as well. So have a think about it. Anyway, if you don't have edible flowers, just use pomegranate seeds or red chilies or even some kind of parmesan cheese, vegan or non-vegan as per your choice to garnish. Dinner is ready to be served. So there you have it, our curried mushroom with polenta and a simple side salad, all under 20 minutes. That was good, right? Okay, so before you go, here's my pro tip. If you're vegetarian or vegan, you must remember that you have to take B12 supplements or use B12 fortified foods like nutritional yeast. The reason for that is B12 is only found in animal foods, and so it's a good idea to take supplements. That's all for today, folks. I'll see you in another video. Stay happy and stay healthy. Take care. Bye.